They told me the basement lights were motion activated, but every night, around 3 a.m., I'd hear them turn on by themselves. It started small, just a faint click, a hum through the concrete floor. But soon, the sound began to move, from one end of the hallway to the other, like someone walking in circles, right beneath me. I work the night shift at Rutherford Archives, an old government records facility outside Chicago. 3 floors underground, no cell signal, no windows. I used to think I was alone down there. Now, I'm not so sure. When I got the job, it sounded easy. Overnight records custodian. My only tasks: scan incoming documents, check humidity levels, lock up at dawn. The manager, Mr. Halverson, gave me a quick tour. Sterile hallways, locked cabinets, miles of file boxes stacked higher than my head. Then he pointed to a steel door at the end of the corridor. "That's the basement sublevel," he said. "You won't need to go down there. It's just old material we're digitizing next quarter." Then another and another. I stared at the floor, waiting for it to stop. It didn't. It sounded like someone was pacing directly underneath my desk. When I checked the basement door, its keypad was dark. The lock light blinked red. Still, the sound continued. Slow, deliberate footsteps echoing just beyond the steel. "Hello?" I called out. The steps stopped. Then softly, something knocked back. 3 times. I left early that morning. The next night I came armed with curiosity and a digital recorder. If I was hearing things, I wanted proof. By 2:45 a.m., the air had changed. Thicker, heavy with that metallic smell basements sometimes have after rain. Then the humming started again. Lights flickered once, twice, then the floor lamp near my station dimmed as if power was being pulled downward. I hit record. 02:47 a.m. Audible hum beneath floor, possible HVAC issue. But the hum wasn't mechanical. It had rhythm, a pattern almost like breathing. 02:48, possible movement, southeast corridor. I crept toward the sublevel door. The lock light now blinked green. Someone had unlocked it. I should have stopped there, but I opened the door. A narrow staircase spiraled downward, lights flickering every few seconds. The hum grew louder, layered with faint whispers, dozens of voices blending into one slow chant I couldn't understand. Halfway down, I noticed writing scratched into the wall. "Do not archive the names." At the bottom, rows of old cabinets lined the room. Each drawer was labeled only by date, some from the 1930s, others blank. In the center stood a single desk, covered in dust. On it sat a reel-to-reel tape player still spinning, though no one was there. The tape hissed softly, repeating one phrase in a calm woman's voice. "File complete. Basement shift initiated." Then silence. I played another reel from the desk. This time I heard a man reading names, one after another, each followed by a date, and a faint exhale, as if someone nearby was breathing in the sound of each word. Henry Blaine, 1942. Esther Colt, 1947. Unknown, recovered from flood, 1953. The last recording stopped abruptly. Then, faintly, the microphone caught another voice. Not the reader's. My skin prickled. Suddenly, every cabinet drawer slid open at once, metal clattering echoing through the room. Inside each drawer was a sealed folder labeled "Deceased Personnel, Rutherford." But the last drawer, the one closest to me, had a folder with today's date, October 18th. Inside was a single sheet of paper. My name. I backed away, heart pounding. The tape player clicked again on its own. File complete. All the lights went out. In the dark, the breathing returned. Not around me, above me, below me, everywhere. It whispered the same rhythm as the hum I'd been hearing for nights. And then, in the blackness, I heard my recorder click. Playback mode. I backed away, heart pounding. The tape player clicked again on its own. File complete. All the lights went out. In the dark, the breathing returned. Not around me, above me, below me, everywhere. It whispered the same rhythm as the hum I'd been hearing for nights. And then in the blackness, I heard my recorder click. Playback mode. My own voice filled the room. 0247, audible hum beneath floor. Then another voice layered over mine. Calm, patient, almost pleased. Basement shift accepted. When the lights returned, I was sitting at the desk. The reel-to-reel now displayed a new label. Shift 52, custodian, my name. I don't remember sitting down. I don't remember writing anything, but pages of notes in my handwriting covered the desk. Detailed entries about events I'd never seen. Accidents, floods, power outages, all linked to dates decades apart. Each one ended with the same phrase, transferred to basement records. I tried running, but the stairwell door no longer led up. It opened to another hallway, identical to the one above but wrong somehow. Longer, darker, the hum louder. Every few steps, I passed another version of my workspace, perfectly duplicated down to the coffee mug and papers, and in each one, a figure sat at the desk. Sometimes they looked like me, sometimes they didn't. Each turned its head slightly as I passed, whispering, "Shift complete." I don't know how long I walked. Eventually, I reached another door. On it was a small brass plate that read, Records Manager, M. Halvorsen. I opened it. Inside was the same office from upstairs, same clock, same desk, same stale smell of paper. Only this time, there was a tape reel turning slowly on the desk. The voice on it spoke clearly. "Welcome, new custodian. Your predecessor has been archived." They found the old archives empty a week later. The company said it was shutting down due to structural instability. But when the demolition crew went in, they found new boxes on the basement floor, labeled with names from the current staff list. Mine was the first on top. No one ever located Mr. Halvorsen. And yet, each midnight, the building's security cameras still flicker on. You can hear faint humming from beneath the ground. And sometimes, if you listen closely enough, a voice cataloging new names one by one. Because the archive never closes. It just waits for its next shift.